BagFuel, baby.
BagFuel, we back. Holiday Christmas edition. Hanukkah, whatever you want to call it. I got my partner. I got my partner to the right of me.
Yeah, we here
I
live.
got Hana in the building. And we got a special guest for all the kids and all the people watching. We got Santa Claus in the building, but y'all ain't know Santa was black. Now you do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
How
Santa
does
for
it feel?
everybody.
How does it feel to be revered as Santa Claus?
Well, that's one of the things that we were aspiring to, which was to bring this to the next level, to let the kids see a Santa that looks just like them. And then also just to put the history out there, because like we had spoke before, a lot of people don't know that Saint Nick was an African. But all of this history, all of this holiday stuff, everything that's going on, it's all about the marketing and everything for everyone to make a dollar, but they forget about where it comes from.
Okay.
So we're putting that back into it. Where does this actually come from?
Okay.
And the responsibility of it too.
Well, what's the responsibility? Because we all feel like that Christmas is a holiday that's man-made. Because at first it was about people going to get drunk in the street and all that. And then we were told that they invented this whole idea of Christmas and God wasn't born on Christmas and all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the whole thing in it is a lot of people will work off our culture to make money from it. But Thanksgiving, there was Thanksgiving before that because we used to have our fall harvest.
Okay.
That used to be our Thanksgiving. So to commercialize it, now it's turkey and everything else. But we already had that. And then our winter harvest, we used to always have individuals come together and put together the things for us that we needed. So Christmas is just one of those extra things that is really ours. But like I said, we have the responsibility to say that and to tell that story because there's babies, there's adolescents, there's young adults, there's seniors, and then you have elders. You know, Santa isn't that average everyday guy. Santa is like that old gentleman who is that elder to where anybody based on age can be a senior, but not everybody can be an elder. So what we did is we put Santa from the commercial side back into being that representation of being an elder and to be able to have that prestige and that honor. And then two, when they look at Christmas, our kids aren't looking for an older white guy to bring them gifts. Now they see somebody like them that's in their household that represents the culture and who we are.
Any plans to tie in any brands with the situation? Because that's how, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Coca-Cola and Santa Claus merged together.
Right.
And they help explode each other. No pun intended. Any ways, any brands to like connect to what you're doing?
Well, that's one of the things that we're doing in this year is that we're putting stuff out there that has the images of Santa and the other things for us. So if we're going to be out here, we're going to be telling a story. We're going to be telling a history. But on top of that, we're going to control in our own space the things that we do. So we'll do the T-shirts. We'll do the ornaments. We'll do the phone cases. We'll do all of those things that have to do with us for us to make that money, for us to do the things that we do.
Since you said, you know, they've yanked the culture and misappropriated, wouldn't it be a great way to just yank all the other holidays? A black St. Patrick, whether it's been there or not. Why not a black Easter bunny? Well, yes.
Well,
if they're going to rip it one way, rip it back.
Well, that's
I'm
the
not
whole
saying,
thing.
you know, black Thanksgiving, black Halloween, black Labor Day.
Yeah. But see, that's the whole thing in it is a lot of people celebrate things, but they don't know where it comes from. They don't know that April Fool's Day was when the Moors were told that they would be able to leave Spain. So they went to the docks and the shores to get on boats to be able to leave. When they went to the docks, they killed them and they burned their homes so that they wouldn't be able to come back.
So April 1st was April Fool's Day.
That was the first April Fool's Day. So it's one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that in our culture, we had griots.
Yes.
We had the old storytellers, and they would tell the history through stories about our culture and everything that was going on. Santa, those stories were taken.
Mm-hmm.
Walt Disney made a lot of money from taking the songs, taking the culture, taking the old African stories,
Yeah.
putting white faces and other things to
Mm.
it, and they made money from that.
And
But what
yeah.
we're doing is we're capitalizing on our own to be able to make money, but also being responsible in what we're doing by giving back. So
Okay.
we do a lot of charitable work. We
Mhm.
do coat drives. We do giving out toys for kids. When you guys came in, we had like 200 kids that came in to get free pictures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do, not just making money to make money, but we're being responsible with it and giving back.
I don't discredit that part. I'm just saying at this point, when you just said something struck a chord saying this was originally ours,
Mm-hmm.
boom. So even if it's originally theirs,
Mm-hmm.
take it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well,
Let me say this.
mm-hmm.
I've seen more black women celebrate St. Patrick's Day than they do St. Valentine's Day.
Right.
And I'm like, y'all not all Irish.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, you got P right here who's coordinating everything.
Right.
Make a black St. Patrick. Let's rock out.
Everybody black. Black
Exactly.
elves.
Yeah.
Black Grinch. Everybody
Yeah.
go black, you heard?
Hey.
A black.
We gotta
Easter
give him
bunny.
a black leather joint next time.
Now we keep this
We
all
talked
and all
about
that.
circulating.
Everything we coming out like Shaft next year.
Mhm.
We talked about that. But that's the thing.
And I know it's
too.
going to take time because, there's a rollout that comes with this. But when it comes as a functioning machine.
It takes time, but one of the things that you have to understand also is that we drive style. We
All day.
drive music. We
You
drive
the flyest Santa I ever seen in
Yeah.
my
Thank
life,
you,
right?
thank you.
Yeah.
This Sherlin's on and all.
But see, that's the
I love it.
yeah, but that's the thing in it too. That's why, like, when Falana and I first hooked up and we started talking and everything, it was, it was making Santa look fly and where everybody could look and say, yeah, that's nice. Like we want to be down with that. But that also ties into the culture also. Because Saint Nick, his parents did a lot of missionary work.
Mm.
After they passed, they were wealthy. They gave him the money. So the original Saint Nick, he dressed.
He was fly.
He was fly. For his time. He
Did
was
you
one of the
research
baddest
this
dressers
yourself?
out.
Like, was this always something that you wanted to be? You wanted to be the Black Santa? Did you research it, or did y'all do the research after y'all brainstormed and came up with the idea of this and said, well, we need to learn what this is all about?
Nah, it was from the beginning because Nakira, Falana's daughter, saw me while I was doing some community service work. And she says, you know what? She came out and she was like, I think you would make a great Santa. And I was like, you know what? I was thinking about doing this for the kids because I was already doing a lot of community service work. But the history part of it, for me, I hated every time. I was a latchkey kid. So
We all was. So
there
was
you
I.
go.
Mhm.
Had the key with the
Key around my neck.
shoestring around your
Yeah,
neck.
with shoestring around and the key dangling.
Yep, you
Put
better
it
not.
under my sweatshirt. When we got Flying Queens, I got every keychain to match the color sweatshirt that I had. So if it was
That's
lime
it.
green, I had the lime green keychain with the key hanging.
That's it. So with my mom working, I couldn't go home.
Mm-hmm.
So when I would leave school, I'd have to hang out in the library. And for me, having to be there, you couldn't just hang out, play, and everything. They were like, yo, you got to get a book. You got to get this. You got to get that.
Mm.
So being in a library for that much amount of time, I got tired of seeing books that always pictured Black men and Black women in a negative light. So when you look at just the surface, you're only going to see the negative. But when you really start walking the halls and the aisles of that library and you start digging deep, you start finding who you are and you start finding your culture. So from an early age, it was trying to find out who I was and what I was about, and also my grandparents and then what they went through. Because people always try and talk about slavery and everything else is so distant. But my great grandfather was enslaved. My grandfather was a sharecropper, before he became a lumberjack because he got tired of his
Where your family
14
from?
kids being
North
in the
Carolina?
fields. Mississippi.
My father's from North Carolina. It sounds like my same thing. My great grandmother was just out of slavery, born just outside of slavery.
Right.
So,
And
yeah.
even my mom, 6 months out of the year, they would pull her out of school to pick cotton and soybeans. So our history is deep and it's rich and it's full, but we're forced to look for it. And being Black Santa and just being Santa, people gravitate to those positive images because they're not out there.
I got a question for you. Being you're into this, right? How do you feel about all the music moguls feeling like that they've been taken down? You got the Jay-Z's, you got the Puff Daddies. So I know you're aware of what's going on, everything in social media. How did you feel about how the people turn on people so fast?
My take on it is, if you look through different things, the society or the where we live in America, you will always have an entertainer that is going to be out there to be, quote unquote, the face of Black America. They're going to promote them. They're going to put them out there to commercialize things to make money. But some people get comfortable and they forget that what's given can easily be taken away from them. So even people like Paul Robeson, when he started speaking out for Black people, all of a sudden he was the enemy. Josephine Baker, one of the baddest sisters out there, she became the enemy. Eartha Kitt became the enemy. So
The play's been being run for years and years.
People
It's
just
the
forget.
same plays.
Same play.
Same plan.
It's just how they roll it out is different now. It's not newspapers or word of mouth. It's
Exactly.
social media.
Right.
And it's so intensified now. It's hitting you in your face over and over and over and over again. We went out to eat for a business dinner, and a young lady who's like, I've been a Jay-Z fan my whole life, was like, it's over. It just took that much. She's more of a Jay-Z fan than all of us put
She's
together.
from Brooklyn.
Yeah. But see, this is the thing in our culture,
Yeah.
and I was talking about it with some people today, is that we have a responsibility to each other, to support each other, to look out for each other, to spend money with each other. And it used to be like me, I grew up in a time where you did something wrong, you got your behind whooped. And when you got your neighbors brought you home, you got your behind whooped again when your parents got there. So it was like the neighborhood and the village raised everybody, So we're so fickle that a new stream comes out about somebody and they won't research it. They'll just go based off of what somebody else said.
Definitely.
And not research what it really was about. But then also, we used to hold each other accountable as brothers, where if you did something wrong, I'm not going to smack you upside your head in public in front of everybody. I'm going to pull you on the side. Yo, what you did was wrong. We need to have a conversation. And we would have that conversation amongst ourselves. Because one thing, when I grew up, my younger brothers, I could smack them anytime I want to, but you better not put your hand on them, and that used to be our culture. And now it's with social media and everything else, it's open season on brothers.
So do people still value Santa when everybody sees everybody getting gifts and all year round? Do you think that the value for Christmas is still there? Because we used to wait for Christmas to get everything that you wanted. Yeah. Now everybody's getting everything they want through the mail.
Well, for us now, it's the responsibilities of the parents to let kids know what these holidays and what Santa and the culture and everything is about. Because I did that before too, because I have 8 kids. I got 4 boys, 4 girls.
Santa be working.
Hey, I got one by birth.
Santa used to dropping off gifts now.
There you go.
You say you got one by what?
I have one by birth, but I have 7 kids that are adopted that I took in on my own. But it's the responsibility and the conversations that you have with them as a father that you have to have the responsibility. You know, that's the thing that I used to always tell my boys. I said, what's the difference between a man and a boy? And they would look at me like I was crazy. And I said, the difference between a man and a boy is a man faces his responsibility where a boy runs away from it. So my kids always had a conversation. No matter how busy I was, I would always take a minute to talk to them and let them know why things were important. You can't get gifts all year long because I'm raising you and I'm feeding you and I'm making sure you got a place to stay and I'm making sure you have opportunities. The joke in my house I was saying earlier was my kids would come in and say, where's dad? Oh, never mind. He's in a meeting. Because my kids knew I was always out on the front lines fighting to make sure that they had something. So Christmas for us is a special time because they didn't get all of the birthday gifts and things that they wanted. They may get a cake and a candle. But come Christmas time, they could get those things that they held out for. So it's important to them. And for us, the other part of your question is the day before we met, there was a couple that got married. They went to the Justice of the Peace in Queens, and they were hightailing it to come out to see us in order to take pictures with Santa. We have people from all different races, background, ethnicities, everything, religions that come out to take pictures because of the image and the things that we built through Santa Your Way and Falana and myself. And like I told her, the suit is the suit. It's just a suit. But the magic is what's in the suit and the light that's captured by that person that takes those pictures. So if you don't have those things, then the magic really isn't there if you just have the suit. You got to bring something to it.
Santa Your Way, the first black Santa I ever seen, he got the real gray beard. It's real. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
He really looks like Santa. He got the cheeks and everything. It's wild to me. You know what I'm saying? And I wish y'all the best, but how can they find you? Is there a website? How can they make appointments and stuff like that?
Well, we are working on expanding appointments now, but you can go through Instagram, the Santa Your Way Instagram page, and that has a link on it that you can click on, and it'll take you to appointments. But this has grown so big that just Sunday, there were like 500 text messages saying, where can you fit us in? But we're booked all the way through Christmas.
And they prices, they not cheap. They real prices. And they got a real set. And they got the wooden people, they got the trees, whatever you want, they got the chairs and everything. But yo, if you want quality, you gotta pay for it. It's not a joke.
And we got the 5-star Grinch.
And you can't forget the Grinch. They got the most stylish Grinch in the world. And shout out to the people that's designing your clothes because you really give me Santa vibes when I see you. I've seen you in multiple different settings now, and I think it's a great thing for the kids to see. I think it needs to be out to more and more people, and I'm glad that y'all chose BagFuel as a platform that you want to come on.
Hey, like when you said you wanted to meet and we talked, man, if you was in North Carolina and we needed to be there, I was coming to see you no matter what.
Appreciate that.
Because it's that important to me because I see what you're doing and I appreciate it. So you got to support when people are doing quality things. So you call me, you need me, I'm going to be there.
Well, yo, drop off some gifts, bro.
All right, you got it. You got it.
Drop off some gifts, bro. That's
Stay on my nice list, and you got it.
BagFuel.com, like, subscribe, super things. Go to Santa Your Way on Instagram, SantaYourWay. Easy, Santa Your Way on the gram. Set an appointment. They're coming out to you. Go see them. It's popping. It's up. We here. It's all about business. Holiday edition, Christmas. We just had Santa on, and now we're with the woman that's behind the scenes. Phenomenal reflections. She owns Santa Your Way as well. And her name is Falana. What's going on, Falana?
Hey, what's up? How are you?
All right, I'm gonna jump right into it. What made y'all come together and even begin this idea to think of a Black Santa?
Well, I used to work for all your major malls, and it's not an equal opportunity for the Black Santas or the Black community. So, with that being said, I decided to get out of that situation and show them how a Black Santa should be treated, how they should be represented, and and give the community opportunity to have a diverse holiday experience.
Okay, well, how did this tie in with your photography? Because you're a great photographer, and most people that are creative are not good at business. And I see that you also have a sense for business, and you like to promote.
Yes.
Where does that come from within the photography, going to create a Santa and all this other type of stuff?
Well, I've been doing photography for over 25 years. I've worked for not just your major malls for Santa, but I've worked for some of the biggest corporations like J.C. Penney's, Sears Portrait Studio. I was a district manager. So I got a lot of the knowledge about the business from working for a corporate. But I've been a fly photographer since I touched the camera. Yeah.
You just understand it, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I absolutely love it. Being able to be behind the lens and actually see things that people don't even notice that's going on. For example, Mr. S. Soto doesn't love to smile, but he has a beautiful smile. So me as the camera person, I'm looking for the smile every time. I'm not looking for when he's just looking like, regular and chilling and hanging out. I'm looking for the moment that he's probably not, thinking that someone is watching, but that's what I'm watching. So I can capture those memories and those moments that will last forever.
What are the plans to extend this? Like we spoke about with Santa earlier, like what other characters or entities are you gonna roll out?
Oh, well, I already own Easter with Busta as well. That's the #1 chocolate Easter bunny on Long Island. So we've already opened up in the Easter waves. As far as
Chocolate Easter bunny. What does that mean? It's a black bunny with an outfit?
Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. And he's fly too. He's the #1 chocolate Easter bunny on Long Island. Look that up, Easter with Busta. So as soon as we hit springtime and Easter time, we do spring family portraits and we do Easter bunny photos with the flyest Easter bunny out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's designing this stuff?
Well, I design my own suits. We're going to start there. And then I get help from my business partner, which is Natural Born, as far as just fine detailing things. And then I look to work with the best of the best. For example, Santa's fur this year was done by Daniel's Leather. His glasses is done by the designer Malik Dupree, and we put all of those together and we make magic.
Any resistance that you've gotten since you've done this from major corporations?
The resistance usually comes from more of
Say it.
the white community. You know what I mean? Like,
as
for
it should be.
example, you guys said something about Santa being in black last year. Our first year working together, I put him in an all-black suit. And the white people kind of went crazy on me. I was being harassed. I was getting threats. I was talking. They was doing all type of crazy stuff. People were snapshotting pictures off of social media of me, zooming in on my boobs.
They thought it was too militant?
Yeah. Oh, they were saying I was crazy. Like, oh, what do you think this is, Halloween? Like, so we got a lot of backlash by putting the Black Santa in the black suit, but it doesn't really matter to me. I do what I want. You know what I mean? So the black suit is coming back again, and next time it'll be bigger and badder. You know what I mean? I'm going to continue to upgrade his style, and we change our look every single year. So one thing about us, if you look at the history of, every year that we've been here, we change his colors, we change his look every year. So that way the families who do make this a tradition now, they come back and they look forward to something new every season, and they can dress accordingly to either color match or do whatever it is that they choose to do. But it's becoming the thing that we do. And not becoming, it's always been the thing that we do because we started off very different from day one.
That's beautiful because, you really changing up the game, giving people a real level of excitement. Because after a while, a kid is going to be like, I've seen this already. All right, we're going to the same mall, same picture, blah, 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 blah.
That's one of the things that I hate about the mall is that they never change their set. I educated the malls, if you want to ask me, a lot, but to each his own. It is what it is. Now I do my own thing, and I know they see me. I know they see me, so shout out to all of them. I wish you guys all the best, and I wish the malls, if they are going to give those black Santas a chance, give them more time in a chair. Give them the time that's worth it, because the black community wants to see a Santa that looks like them. But if not, shout out to the mall Santas. If you guys are looking to work for a bigger and better company, because we will be bigger. It may not be today, but it's going to be soon. And you want your time and you want your chair, you want to claim your own throne, please feel free to contact me.
So you're saying people can't do another Black Santa Claus without your authorization?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Not to say
What
that's
I'm
a bad
saying
thing.
is they are doing it already. But for example, I've worked for all your major malls. The reason why I left, because there was no equal opportunity for the Black Santas. Okay? With that being said, they will give them a chair to sit in for a weekend, but they won't give them a chair to sit in for the season. You understand? They use them so that way they get
A boost in the
that's right.
revenue
And
for-
then they
yeah.
take them out. For example, Kings Plaza. That was the last mall that I worked at. And that was the mall that touched me the most because of the area that I was in. And seeing all those black people looking to come take photos with the most horrible looking Santa. And they refused to put the black Santa there when I was there. The worst Santa, he outside smoking cigars at the end. He's stinky, got the worst attitude, no smile, no nothing. But the black people stood on that line and was ready to riot if they shut the line down. We was there on Christmas Eve till midnight. We was there till Christmas morning because they were scared to close the line down just for some horrible nonsense. But Kings Plaza requested a black Santa, and the corporation refused to give him one. And that was the year that I said, this is the last year I'm working for them, because this is awful. This is awful. So, like I said, much respect to all of them, but, it's time for a change. It's time to have the community support the community again. The blacks support the blacks. Understand that Santa was black before he was white. All of that stuff, it's time. It's time now to re-educate our children. If you want to celebrate the holiday, celebrate it with us. All right, spend your money with us. Support your culture and your kind, because we also give back. We're giving back to you. And I'm not getting this from everywhere. My kids think I'm crazy as much as I give back. I don't get as many sponsorships or, because we're not a 501 or we're not non-for-profit. So sometimes we have events just so I could create the money to go buy the things that I need to give back again. You know what I mean? So I'm working extra hard.
Y'all should definitely work on sponsors, though. Like, I think that us as the black community and business, we're missing the boat on promotion and marketing and sponsorship. That's the biggest money for everybody. And we never go for it. We always looking for somebody to pay us for our work. But we need to work on sitting down, just like y'all sat down and y'all created this and you learned how to move forward and you bought everything you do. Part of what we got to do as black businesses, we got to sit down and see what companies need or should be on this. Nestle, you need to be dealing with a black Santa. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Nestle needs to deal with the black Easter Bunny.
Quick, anything. I mean, I'm just saying, all these companies, and then there are so many. Like Gilly and Wallow told us this. There's so many local businesses that need promotion, and we overlook them because it's work. You got to go in there. You got to talk to them. You got to cultivate. But that's somebody who you put on your division. Yeah. Just like your daughter saw him, we need somebody that's going to say, yo, you're part of this thing and you're getting paid too. You might not have to come in here and take the pictures with Santa and all that, but we need you to go out there and we need you to find the money. If you can find us $40, $50, $60, $70,000 within this 1 month to do Santa, I don't got to do special events to give away. I'm making my money. We're set up to get bigger. We can move on to a whole other state and do this again. We can do this weekly. We can do this yearly. We can do this monthly. But we have to set up our structure to go get money. And we just don't do that. We're creators. We want to create everything and get the money off the creation. And everybody just sits by. This is what the white people do that you're talking about. Let me see who's hot. Oh, they hot over there? All right, let's pay them this. That's it.
Yeah.
They hot. Let's pay them. We're going to promote through the Black Santa. That's what we do. We sit back and be like, how we going to get hot? Look and see who's hot.
Yeah.
Look and see who's hot and align yourself with them. Go in your pocket and invest in yourself.
That's right.
Right? Then hire other people. You don't even hire people. People need direction. People don't have a vision. Listen, I got a vision. You want to get money? Come join my vision. And I'm going to put you in the spot that's going to work best for you. You corporate, go get the money, bro. That's what you got to do. And we're missing a boat with that in every business that we do. Santa, BagFuel, basketball, you want to act, you want to throw parties, anything that you want to do. This is the formula of how you get it done.
Absolutely right. I do want to say we do have a few sponsors, and I would love to shout them out because there are some people that do have, they do help us a whole lot. We'll start with the Ordiana Law Firm. That is our number one sponsors. They sponsor us every single year since we've opened. They're the number one law firm on Long Island for incidents and accidents. Let's give Eclipse Entertainment. They had made our magazine photo booth, but they do a whole lot more for us. Anything entertainment, Eclipse Entertainment, we appreciate them. Natural Born, he's been down with me since day one as well. That is also one of my sponsors, okay, because he donates and does a lot for us as well. We have Riveted Magazine this time, Malik Dupree. There's quite a few people that's involved. Sissy and Sassy Sweets, they never fail with Santa's cookies. They're big sponsors because they also give back during our holiday events as well. But those are some. Oh, and let's not forget Ruby's. The Ruby's brand, the venue over there, they are awesome. They're very, very big sponsors as well. But, I definitely want to shout out the people who do help us because there are some people who believe in what we're doing and are willing to help and who have helped us financially and in different ways as well.
That's dope. So you are on course to do what I'm saying to get done. You're getting sponsorship. You got people wrapped around you. You got your business structure set up. What's your next thing that you're trying to do?
Oh, I need more sponsors. I need bigger sponsorship because the vision is much bigger.
Is it hard getting people out to wine dance?
It's not as hard now out to Wyandanch because of the train station there. So I wouldn't say that it's hard. And again, we're sold out for the season, so I guess it's not that hard to get them there. It wasn't hard when we were further out. Is the quality that we give and offer that makes people want to come, not just from New York and Long Island. They're coming from L.A., North Carolina, Massachusetts. We've heard Maryland, Boston. They've been out from all over the place. Philly has been in the building. New Jersey, they've been out there. They've been out there. They make their appointments and they come. We had to cut off us doing walk-ins because last year we had a 6-hour wait. So that's why we no longer do walk-ins. It's a must that we...
walk-ins was a 6-hour wait for the walk-ins.
6-hour wait for the walk-ins because we also have appointments. Those people who have appointments are our first priority because they paid for those slots to be there, so they need their time. And then we open up a little bit of time in between time just to take the walk-ins, but we no longer do that because as a Black business owner, it's
y'all
also...
blowing up.
Yeah.
Y'all blowing up.
It's very
y'all blowing
important.
up. That's that language. I no longer do that.
We no longer do that because representation matters and how we treat our clients matters. It's not fair to the clients. It's not fair to the walk-ins. It's not fair to Santa or myself when it's that type of traffic coming in and we don't even get a chance to take a break. So with that being said, we want to make sure that our, everybody always has a great experience when they come in. We don't want anybody complaining because negativity spreads so much faster than positivity. You know what I mean? They'll try to tear you down before they help build you up. So with that being said, I'm not giving them a reason to tear me down. You come in, you got an appointment time, and if you're late, that's on you. We may not be able to see you, but if you're on time, we're on time.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
But you said that you're in North Carolina already. How are you managing that? Being in wine dance and being in North Carolina?
Well, this is a family business. It's, not just myself. I can't even take the credit. This is a family business. My children work for me. They've been groomed with me through the malls, and they started with me. So now we went out to North Carolina to visit last year and had a pretty sold-out weekend. And we decided we were going to take North Carolina by storm this year. So we split the team in half. I have half of my children up here, half of them in North Carolina, and they're running the system down there.
So there's a Black Santa in North Carolina right
Yes,
now?
Santa J. Claus. Shout out to Santa J. Claus. He's a natural.
Hey, hold on. What's his name?
That's Santa James.
right. So you got Santa James, you got Santa J.
Santa J. Claus, that's his name.
Okay.
And he's a natural beard, black Santa with locks. So we like different, and we want to keep it different. So come
I'm
out to North
impressed by that. I
Carolina.
ain't going to cap. I didn't know that. I'm impressed by
Yeah,
that.
Santa got locks and he looked good too. And he's in a designer suit.
What
Yes.
made y'all do this is my last question. Why did you choose to go the designer route? Is it because us black people are so on design and so fashionable, or is that just how you roll?
No, that's how I roll. And I
No,
want
makes
my
sense.
business to be represented well. I want my Santas to be represented well. We also want to be different. We don't want other Santas to look like us, but we do want the kids to understand that there's a Santa that looks like them.
Yeah, because that red suit is kind of tired, y'all. The red suit and the fake white beard and all that. We got to move on from that. We got to move on to the black Santas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how do you feel about people trying to copy it already?
They can copy all they want. You got a whole lot of work to keep up with me. I'm already ready for the next 2 years. You know what I mean? And you don't know what's coming next. You don't know what my next character may be. You don't know what the next color may be. You don't know who the next supporter or designer may be. You don't know what's going on. You know
So
what I mean?
did you think about I know I said last thing, but this is it, because when we deal with YouTubing, my biggest thing about us is that because we have a voice, wherever we're into, we could sell that. You know what I'm saying? Like the hats, like these hats, whether it's sneakers, whatever. If we're into it, people going to watch it enough, they could actually buy and sell it. You think that would be a good cross-marketing ploy for y'all? I don't know, ploy or idea for y'all to go for, like maybe partner up with the Dolce & Gabbana or a high-end black. I don't know if Supreme is black, but anybody that's black that's high-end, they're not black. But anybody that's high-end in the fashion world, like if Virgil was still alive, I would reach out to Virgil and be like, Virgil, I want you to do my Santa outfit or whatever. I wanted to be Louis Vuitton. I would try to reach out to a Pharrell.
Yeah.
He's eclectic. He will understand this.
You know who else? Kanye,
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
They would understand this and they would support this and they could put the Black Santa
in a
worldwide,
different stratosphere.
in a whole nother stratosphere.
Well, believe me, I've thought about it. I've dreamt about it.
So it's in the works.
Yes,
That's what
I
that
would
means?
love to put those type of things in the works. I'm not sure. Just like you said, sometimes we need to be guided in the right direction. We just need somebody to send us on our way. I'm not sure how to reach out to those type of people, but we're
DM.
looking to. Oh, I've been DMing, but some of these people, their DMs, like celebrity wise, their DMs to say they can't accept messages
Because they got a blue check. If you don't got a blue check, it goes to a separate section and all this other
Yeah,
type of
I
stuff.
should have been had a blue check, but I ain't paying for it.
We
certified.
don't got no damn blue check.
Yeah,
and I
we
ain't paying for it.
certified, and I'm not paying for it.
You said what, Ghost?
Instagram need to run that.
Go
You
to
said
an
what?
agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you bump into somebody, you reach out. Because I don't know Kyrie, but those are the type of people that I personally, that's the right place to go.
Yeah.
Somebody who gets the idea and
Yeah.
who would be involved in it. Like who would take a personal likeness to it. And that's who I go where the love is at. That's my whole term. I'm going where the love is at. If the love is in Philadelphia, Cosmic Cab, shout out to Cosmic Cab, I'm going to Philadelphia every week. That's where the love is at. You know what I'm saying?
No, well, I would definitely like to work on that. That's why I've taken different avenues to even try to promote my Santa, because I'm trying to get all eyes on him. We've, tried to do certain things to catch the eye of certain people or certain individuals. Some have struck gold, some haven't, did what we needed to do, but we tried it. You know what I mean?
They all know.
That's what we're trying to do. Each and every day, we're just trying to get bigger and better, and look for bigger outlets to make him, and not just him, but every Black Santa that I get an opportunity to work with, the biggest thing for the holiday season. I'm looking to change the face of Santa one photo at a time.
Tell them how they can find you, Philana.
Oh, you guys can find me for the holidays at Santa Your Way. For Easter, you can find me at Easter with Buster. You can find me all year long at Phenomenal Reflections. If you're looking to get an appointment with Santa this season, we are booked for the season. We are also working for some things. We're even considering possibly opening after Christmas just to get some of the people in. But please look us up on Instagram at Santa Your Way. There's also a link in our bio for merchandise. If you can't get Santa photos, at least support Santa. Put them in your house. Put them on the Christmas tree. Get a cell phone case. Get some wrapping paper. Wrap up your gifts in the luxurious black Santa wrapping paper. There's links for the merch there. And our business line is also 631-578-0097. All right. I would give you the address to come and visit us. Well, we're located at 8 Station Drive in Wyandanch. You can come by and visit and see Santa, but if you don't have an appointment, we won't be able to take your photos.
You might get lucky. I did. I walked in and got some photos on it just happened to be empty. Don't front. It was empty for like 15 minutes. And I was like, let's do it. Yeah. Shout out to Santa Your Way. The first, the best black Santa. That's a fact. What's the .com?
Oh, well, you can go to phenomenalreflections.com. That's the website where you can find all of my photography, including Santa as well.
And Booker, she's a great photographer. She took pictures of us for the magazine. It was popping. Believe that. BagFuel. Go to bagfuel.com. Like, subscribe, super thanks. Cop that cookbook. Cop that merch. DM us all for consultations. DM us all for promo marketing packages. It's all available for you. And we out of here.